Hello. We're just going to have a look at the TiOC range of cameras. I don't know if you've just seen that there. On the main screen there, the camera was giving me some flashing lights, and it issued a message. I've configured it to say you are under surveillance, but I'm going to show you how to configure this and even turn it off. The first thing I'll say is, if you have a look at the main screen, is I'm on the local monitor on a Dahua recorder right now, and it's an NVR. There's a little alarm bell at the top there, and that actually means it's armed. So if I click on the disarm, nothing's going to happen, and it's not going to alarm. But if I click on the arm, and I've got the benefit of being able to move this camera a little bit to create some motion, and if we just move it to one side, there you go. I'll just move it back again. That's it armed. And then over here on the button here, if I just click disarm, although it's going to pick up the vehicles and create an event, it's not going to do any arming and disarming. So that's me sort of fixed it, but I'm going to show you how to configure it in a bit more depth. So let's leave it disarmed for a second. Let's go into the main menu. So right mouse click, go into main menu. You may have to enter your password if you haven't already. First thing I'm going to do is go and just have a look at the AI settings, because that's where the smart motion detection is for this new TiOC camera. And it's D1, which is the first channel I've got this camera plugged into. And you can immediately see here that under smart motion detection, I've got it enabled for human and vehicle, and I've got a warning light on there, and I've got some camera audio. This is where you can change the audio settings on it. You click on there, and I can change that to no parking here, and I can play it twice if you like, and I can enable that, and I press apply, and now when it works, it'll now say something different, like no parking here. It'll do it twice. If I don't want the warning lights, I can turn them off here. If I don't want to detect humans or vehicles, I can disable them on here. But one of the important little tags is it's all done by the camera. You have got the selection, if you have a smart recorder, is to do it by recorder, but because this is a smart TiOC camera, I've got AI by camera. So as long as all that's enabled, we can go ahead and set it up. But you've got to remember that smart motion detection is linked to motion detection. So if I just click apply on there, and let's right mouse click out of the menus, and we'll go into alarm, and then we'll go to video detection. Now, video detection is where we set up the motion areas. So it's currently enabled, it will be enabled by default. And if I had a PIR on the camera, you could also configure it here too. But let's just click on the region, and you'll see all these settings here have previously been in and configured. So let's just put them all back in there. And say, for instance, I just want to detect movement in a certain area, or I'm not bothered about that area there. I could disable that area completely. On the converse, I could just, if it's getting a little bit of smart motion, I could take the top area out a little bit. And that would be set there, and I have to click apply. And that's me sort of set the motion detection up. And let's just go and test it, shall we? Go back out to the main menu by right mouse clicking. We'll get this double screen for us, and I'll click on the arm button. And what we'll see, if we now move the camera ever so slightly. So there you go. That's how you arm and disable the TiOC 3-in-1 cameras. Hope that's helped.